On. Yeah, I'm live. All right. What happened to your shirt?
I don't know. I just noticed it. I stored it for the winter and just got it out. Or I stored it over the summer and just got it out and noticed it. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to come out, though.
No, that's not coming out. It looks like you cut yourself.
I may have to trash it.
Wow. Sort of like the Bengal season.
Yeah, no kidding.
Good morning, Facebook Live, folks. If I look like I'm in a good mood, Casey's here.
I know.
I know.
I'm happy for you.
She said she said, you sent me, you wanted me to watch live. I said, hell yeah, I wanted you to watch live.
Well, not here. Why don't you get her here?
I wanted to come to the studios. Are you okay? Are you...
Facebook Live, folks.
You may need to scoot over just a skosh.
This way?
Yeah.
If I look like I'm in a good mood.
Look, you see that? We had to go that far.
Well,
Good Lord.
there's this delayed reaction on the screen. I can't tell.
Okay.
You want me to watch live? Oh, yeah, I wanted to watch live. Not here. Why don't you here?
Oh, there you go. You're looking good.
I wanted to come to the studio.
All right, we got to go.
Garden.
30 seconds. I don't wear this jacket every day. It just gets cold in here, and so I put it on so I could warm up.
It's the Wake Up Call with Phil Quinn, brought to you by Phillips Drugs on Richmond's Classic Hits 101.
All right, welcome to the Wake Up Call. This is Thursday edition. It is 61 degrees outside right now, and it is 6:44 in the morning. Jeff Lane is here. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
Doing well.
All right. I was at the homecoming parade yesterday.
Yeah.
We got to step up the pedal on the old station van. I think the station vehicle may be on its last legs.
Really?
We were a block and a half behind the booth in front of us. Like there was like a whole bunch of elementary school kids, and then I don't know, like some teachers or something, and then there was like a block, and the next thing you know, there's the Kicks van. And you look, I got out of the chair. I got into the street. I went, let's go, come on, pick it up. And Sean's riding shotgun. He's taking slices of pizza from people. He's trying to hit candy in the bags. Just a complete and utter idiot. And Diane was driving, and if I was Diane, we'd have been scooting.
Yeah.
We'd have been pushing the elementary school kids to get going. But it was fun. It was nice.
Well, good.
Yeah. All right. So, how are you doing? You want to do some news?
Yeah, let's do some.
Why not?
All right. Well, if you were stuck in traffic either on I-70 or on US 40, here's why. Yesterday afternoon, 23-year-old Cassidy King of Richmond was headed eastbound on 70 near the Reservoir Road overpass. For whatever reason, and investigators at the time did not know why, she decided to pull over and make a U-turn.
This makes no sense to me.
I know. And then she was going the wrong way. And it happened kind of, where the Reservoir Road overpass is, and then there's the big hill just east of that that goes down toward New Paris Pike. It was right in that area. And the backup was pretty intense, both on 70 and 40. But the good news is she was not hurt, or she was hurt, but not seriously, which is absolutely unbelievable.
Right.
To see her car.
Yeah.
Her SUV.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Anyway, the trucker who hit her was not hurt.
Yeah.
Consolidation looks like a no-go for Wayne County Schools. I knew you'd hate this. I knew it.
But go ahead and tell them why.
All right. When we say consolidation, we're not actually talking school consolidation where schools would actually close. We're just talking about mainly consolidation of administrative services. I know you see a lot of advantages in that. I do too.
Yes.
But a lot of people were very uneasy about it. Nettle Creek bowed out last month. Northeastern and Western Wayne were talking about it over the course of the last week. A lot of apprehension and unanswered questions with those folks as well.
Well, and here's why. Because you're small-minded. You have tiny brains. If you don't think that consolidating the upper levels of schools saves money, gives more money to teachers, and or keeps us from having to close schools, you are not smart. So I don't know. So the pressure is you have people that don't want their kids to go to school with those kids. And all these years, we've never liked Hagerstown. We're not going to go have our kids go to Hagerstown. But they're not talking about that. They're not talking about doing that. They're talking about curriculum, upper levels of like the superintendents. I mean, from superintendent to central office administration, those functions, I mean, even buying school buses makes sense to do it as a group as opposed to individually. And if you're not going to do it now, you're going to be forced to do it soon. Phil Hightower's right. You're going to have to do this whether you want to or not. Hopefully, it's not with so much of a decrease in population, you got to actually close schools. So, you're right. I'm frustrated about it because you have families that are talking to their school board friends who then put superintendents' jobs in jeopardy, and nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to actually lead here and be forward thinking. We've had a 4.5% population decrease since 2010. So
Right.
let's say we have another 5% in the next decade. At what point are you going to go, wow, geez, we're either going to have to put 40 kids in a classroom or we're going to have to close buildings. You're going to have to do this. Get with it. And I appreciate them having conversations. Just let's be leaders here. Let's have tough conversations in order to make sure that the community is ready to go in the future, because Amazon is not coming here. We're not going to get some employer that's going to change the game in this community. It's not happening. We don't have the workforce.
Yeah, and it's, I think it is. I think more than anything, I think people see this as a first step to actually closing the buildings, and that would be a long way away. But you think about all the advantages, buying power,
Yes,
powers,
yes.
huge. But anyway, it's off the table, at least for now.
And I get it, but you're going to need leaders to be in school board positions and superintendents that go, look, we'd love to have a different option here, but we don't. And Milton's going to close in the next 5 years. Union School Corporation is going to be gone. So we've done this before. Boston, Bethel, Williamsburg. I mean, all these towns had their own small schools. And why don't they? Because people don't live there, or not enough people.
Let's talk about in Connersville, an arrest has been made in connection with what has been determined to be a murder. Now, this actually happened back in June. 80-year-old Gerald Street was found dead in a burned-out home. The investigation began then after a coroner ruled that it was a homicide. A gas can was found nearby. It was determined that the fire had started in the bedroom where he was sleeping. Police have now arrested 41-year-old Frankie Nichols, who is a female who was living with Gerald Street at the time.
Wow.
Yeah. Wayne County Sheriff's Department, they took part in Operation or Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over. They released the results yesterday. Check this out, 339 citations.
Yeah.
And 11 arrests made as a direct result of that program. An update on Reed in Connersville. While we're talking, let me go back to Connersville really quickly. They're transferring radiology services from Highway 44 to the main complex on Virginia Avenue. Still looking to hire about 20 people to fill positions at Reed's Connersville facilities. And let me end real quickly with a trip to Eaton and talk about the resignation of the chairman of the board of Henny Penny, Steve Cobb. He'll be stepping down at the end of the year. Henny Penny, check this out, over 700 people now work there. And Cobb was largely responsible for doing what raised a lot of eyebrows at the time, and that's transferring ownership of the company to the employees who work there.
Thank you, Jeff Lane. Certainly appreciate it. Now, we've had some comments on Facebook Live that said they can't hear you, and I think I know why. A, I'm really loud and obnoxious, but also you're farther away than I am. So, I don't know.
Tomorrow, just turn my mic down lower, and I will just scream.
Oh, wait. Okay. All right.
Here, I'll go like this. Hear me now? Can you hear me now? How about that?
Yeah, no. All right. Did you see what they did for Marty at Wrigley Field yesterday?
I did not.
All right, so they invited him on the television broadcast, and he sat in for a little bit. And then after the game, Reds beat the Cubs. Thanks a lot. He had the whole team and everybody got an escort out of Wrigley all the way to the airport, police escort. So they didn't have to stop or do anything.
Really?
They wanted Marty out of town that quickly.
Yeah.
He has crushed the Cubs in the past. But all's well that ends well, right? It's his last trip to Wrigley, so that's kind of cool. All right, our question of the day. Yesterday was, if your pet could talk, what would they say? Now we're asking, what advice would your pet give to you? what advice would they see you at your most vulnerable?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, your dogs, they know exactly everything, all the dirty secrets about your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why he'd tell me to quit walking around naked so much.
That's exactly what I said. Just because I can do it doesn't mean you can do it. Don't you think? Yeah, that's it. But boy, if they could give some advice, talk about your therapy dog, right? Good. All right, we'll get out of here. Thanks, Jeff.
Like your great-grandparents' privy.
All right, we'll have him talk louder.
Toilets in the county.
This school consolidation thing. Stay home and scratch me. Oh, that's a good one. Thank you, Angelique. I love. I guess I really should apologize for not calling a bunch of people stupid, but on the school consolidation thing. But if you're not having these conversations now, and I know they did, Northeastern and Lincoln, thank you for at least being willing to have some conversations, but 2 community meetings is maybe not enough to hear back unless you have something else that you can add to the conversation. If there's, some table, some example. But if we could look at our past said every small town had their own school, and now they don't. And what's the difference is that we're 4 decades older, right? All right, Monica Koshline from the Symphony's coming up. Also, I'm going to do another tribute on the Colors for Cancer. I'm trying to raise $1,000 to get to our goal. There's a few other people that are doing that. My money is helping support prostate cancer, but all the money goes into helping Hoosiers. And then also we're going to be talking about the need for Wayne County to find some volunteer drivers to help drive cancer patients to and from treatment. So we don't have anybody in Wayne County driving right now. And that's almost saying, well, no one in Wayne County needs a drive to get cancer treatment. We know that that's not true either. We have some good services, but we also need some help. All right, that's it. I'm out.